Hey guys, I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to give you my very first movie review. Scary movie review. So my very first scary movie review is going to be on The Purge, Anarchy. First of all, I prefer giving you a spoiler-free review, so I'm going to be as vague as I possibly can while still trying to give you some information on what's going on here and what I thought and felt about the movie. Now, before I saw The Purge, Anarchy, I decided to watch the first Purge, and I felt about that movie the way I've heard most people feel about that movie, is it was kind of a disappointment because the idea, if you don't know what the idea of The Purge is, it's basically the American government has decided to let all of America purge for one night, where basically almost everything that's illegal is legal for one night. You can kill people, you can steal things, you can do all this crazy junk that one night to get it out of your system. That idea that the government had has caused the crime rate to go down to like 1% or something, or 5%, I don't know. Even though that's like super unrealistic that it would actually create that situation. Let me know what you think of that, if you think that that's really what would happen if we were allowed to purge for one night, if like all of crime for the rest of the year would be gone. Regardless of if that would like actually work to bring crime down, that's not what this is what we're talking about here. It's an exciting idea because it's exciting to see, you know, what the world would be like for us if everything that was illegal was legal for just one night. That's, you know, that's scary. Like, what kind of darkness would come out of people for that night? I felt the way most people felt, where it was kind of a disappointment because it was this really super awesome idea. You got all built up and excited to see this anarchy, you know, happen. Oops, I dropped something. But it didn't really happen. It more so turned into like a home invasion movie. Like, instead of seeing all the craziness on the streets in the city and, you know, tons of people being, you know, whoa, cray, and killing each other and stuff, we kind of just saw it in this one concentrated spot. The Purge, Anarchy, turns out, instead of just being like a follow-up to that story or something, it's actually the answer to how fans felt about the first Purge. It was exciting. It was fun. It was what you would hope to see. Also, I didn't think it was like insanely unrealistic, where like everybody was being illegal and crazy in the streets. Obviously, a lot of people would choose not to do that because even though you would be allowed to do it that night, that doesn't mean that in your heart you need to do those things. I know if like murder was legal, I wouldn't just be like, all right, let's go do that. I'm into it. Like, I don't want to murder anyone. That's mean. It was way better than the first movie. So if you're concerned about, oh, the first one like was meh, this one is definitely way better, and it's way more of, I'm sure, what you also wanted to see if you were curious to see the first The Purge. Another thing that was lacking in the first Purge was character setups, and in this one, character setups were great. We really kind of got to know everybody and what their situation was and what kind of people they were and what to expect from them. But on that note, I do have a bit of a directing criticism, even though I think it's kind of cool. Like, I think that this was chosen artistically, is that all of the shots in the first part of the movie, the first like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe, are all close-ups of people. I mean, I guess there were maybe some medium shots, but there weren't really a lot of establishing shots. There weren't very, you know, like coming out of it shots. Everything was pretty close and everybody's face cuts to face. And I think it was done artistically for us, one, to be like, these are these characters and to get to know them, and two, to be like, you know, this is where we are now, everything's okay now, and then like when things get crazy, like we kind of go out because maybe everyone feels kind of, you know, scared and alone in this vast world of danger, which is cool again, but watching it in a movie theater on a big screen, like I started feeling kind of nauseous of having all extreme close-ups of people. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let me just give you my rating now. I'm gonna go straight into the rating. Let's do it. Let's rate. So for these scary movies, I've decided to have 3 different rating systems, not just one. The rating systems are all gonna be 1 to 5, and it's going to be based on scariness, bloodiness, and good moviness. Because just because a movie is a good movie, it doesn't mean it's scary, and just because a movie is scary doesn't mean that it's bloody. You know what I'm saying? So that they need their own things. I, for one, am the biggest fan of very scary, very good movies. Not really big on the bloodiness, so when a movie is really scary and has like no blood at all, I'm like, yay, that was great. But I'm okay with blood when there's a reason for it. When, you know, people are dying and it's like, oh, you know, we're not seeing any blood, that's weird. That, okay, I get that. But I don't like gratuitous, horrific blood, but some people do. To each his own. So on our first scale for scariness, I give this movie a 3. And basically that means, yeah, you know, it was scary. I was scared during the movie. I felt sufficiently scared. On bloodiness, I would give it a 3 because it wasn't overly gratuitous. There was definitely a lot of, you know, killing and stuff because that's what this movie is basically about, you know, people going crazy and being like, whoa, I'm gonna kill you and stuff. So there was enough bloodiness for that, but it wasn't over the top. And for overall good moviness, I'm gonna go out there and give it a 4. I really enjoyed the movie. I think I would watch it again. Like my mom really likes scary movies. If she was like, I wanna watch this movie, I would be like, sure, I'll watch this with you again. Why not, Mom? So overall, I would say you should go see it. I'm down with it. I'm happy I saw it in theaters. I think it's a fun movie to see in theaters because there's a lot of action, and action is always fun to watch on big screens. I would also recommend watching it on DVD because it's a good story. It's worth it. It's definitely a worth it movie. I'm on board with Purge Anarchy. Thank you for fixing what we were hoping to see in the first one. Okay guys, that's it for my first scary movie review. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a fun idea to review scary movies. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to review older scary movies or if you just want me to review movies that are coming out so you can decide, oh, do I want to see this? All right, that's enough for me. I'm going to stop rambling, and scary movies are fun. Yay, hooray, goodbye.